Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be looking at some interesting updates for Barca. We start with Ousmane Dembele. PSG are seriously still considering Barca's 60 million rated forward despite rumors saying otherwise. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Secondly, talking about Ferran Torres as the Barca forward could find a new role within Xavi's system according to new reports. So does it mean he's not leaving? We are going to be discussing more on that. So guys, as we get right into the full story, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. In what could be termed a big blow to Barcelona, a report from Dario AS has emerged that Paris Saint-Germain are seriously considering a move for Ousmane Dembele if they manage to sell Kylian Mbappe this summer. That is a big if. PSG's new coach Luis Enrique has already given the green light to the operation, and from Barcelona's point of view, it is believed that they are willing to negotiate, especially considering the fact that his release clause will be reverted to 100 million euros on August 1st. So now the question is, what is Dembele's release clause now? Dembele's ongoing deal with Barca runs until 2024, and a few months ago, it was revealed that while the forward's termination clause is indeed 100 million euros, he can buy his freedom for 50 million during the months of June and July. Now, Barcelona have long been in talks with the player over a new deal until 2027, but no major breakthrough has been achieved so far. On the subject, it is believed that the player is well aware of the conditions mentioned in his current deal, but he does not want to take advantage of the situation. So let's talk about the fact that Barca are still willing to negotiate. Considering Barca's economic situation, Juan Jimenez writes for AS that Barca would be willing to open up a negotiation with Paris Saint-Germain, meaning that the latter does not necessarily have to pay the full termination clause. All this because the Blaugrana are already at risk of losing the player on a free transfer next summer if he does not renew. PSG, on their part, have a similar condition with Mbappe, and if the forward leaves the French champions, they would replace him with another Frenchman. The key to everything in this transfer is Mbappe, and the World Cup winner needs to come out with a firm decision for everyone involved to react accordingly. Of course, Mbappe has still not reacted to whatever PSG have been asking him, and there's still a lot in that transfer saga concerning Kylian Mbappe. And of course, the rumor mill has started bringing out the name of Ousmane Dembele into the mix. Of course, this does not come as the biggest of surprises. We quite remember PSG have also been linked with Dembele some seasons ago, but it came to no fruition. And honestly, we know how highly rated Dembele is at the Camp Nou. Majority of Barca faithfuls will not have Dembele leave the club. And of course, the player is still willing to stay. According to reports, yesterday there were a lot of reports. I came across a lot of rumors about PSG pushing for a possible signing for Ousmane Dembele. But there was reiterating that it all depends on what happens to the Kylian Mbappe transfer saga, which it looks like is not going to end anytime soon. Of course, Dembele might be tempted because honestly PSG will offer him a better contract offer than what Barca can. But of course, Ousmane Dembele have always claimed or proclaimed love for his stay at Barca, especially under the tutelage of Xavi Hernandez. And definitely majority of Barca fans will want him to stay. Of course, I don't expect Xavi to sit there folding his arms and leaving his best player leave the club just like that. And of course, we all know that the release clause is quite affordable by PSG. PSG can pay that release clause with their left hand. That's with all due respect. 50 million euros is not something that PSG will face difficulties in paying. And of course, I asked myself, what was Barca thinking when they were putting such a release clause? It was quite crazy for me, bro. I like, come on, it was too small. 50 million. Yes, we understand that it's a clause. From August 1st, it will go back to 100 million, but for me, it was still small, by the way. But nonetheless, I don't think whatever happens, I think Ousmane Dembele will still be a Barca player come next season. Except that his agent Musa Sissoko still comes with that his drama talking about salary increase and stuff like that. I think PSG can now take him, but honestly, I don't see it happening anytime soon. Ousmane Dembele still remains an important player for us. He will still continue to remain so, even for the next season. And of course, many fans don't want that to happen. Talking about Mbappe's situation, even though it doesn't directly concern us, Mbappe does not look as though he wants to leave PSG. He wants to leave PSG by next season as a free agent to Real Madrid. And of course, that have really taken a big hit on the PSG bosses, and they'll be regretting why they give him that huge offer last year in the first place. I don't blame Mbappe, but the PSG guys who gave him that crazy contract and give him the power to do what he wants to do. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. During Barcelona's pre-season friendly defeat to Arsenal on Thursday morning, Ferran Torres, the 23-year-old, caught the eye with an impressive performance as a striker in the second period, netting a goal in the 88th minute. Despite Barca's initial intention to sell Torres this summer, he remains committed to staying at the club. He has found himself lower in the pecking order under Xavi Hernandez, with Ousmane Dembele and Rafinha preferred on the right wing, which is Torres' natural position. However, Sport report that Xavi is now considering utilizing him differently in the upcoming season. Torres has proven to be a versatile player capable of performing across the entire front three. His adaptability may prove valuable for Xavi, particularly in the absence of a natural backup option for striker Robert Lewandowski until Vitor Roque joins the side next year. Xavi is also reportedly contemplating deploying Torre on the left as an interior, a position in which he impressed during certain moments in the previous season. With Xavi exploring ways to integrate Torres into the squad for the upcoming season, Barcelona's focus could shift to retaining the player. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.